Welcome to the DutchTechOnHeels podcast, where we spotlight people shaping the tech scene. My name is Delano. I'm the founder of DutchTechOnHeels and your host, and I'm excited to bring more visibility in tech. From a guest professional achievement to career advice and future visions, we cover it all. This is Dutch Tech on Heels, where we break the glass ceiling and pave the way for the next generations of leaders in tech. Today we have a special edition. It's the Tech Fest edition. And from the podcast studio in Hague Tech, we're here. And today I'm talking to Mirjam van de Craats.
Hello.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
Mirjam, who are you? Tell me more.
Well, I'm Mirjam van de Craats. I specialize in IT strategy, risk management, and business innovation.
That sounds great. And you told me something about common grounds.
Yes, I specialized in the technical vision of Common Ground. That's a strategic approach to designing IT architecture across an entire organization in a unified way. So, Common Ground is a vision of IT architecture. It's primarily used in Dutch government organizations and improve operability, efficiency, and flexibility in digital services.
Oh wow! And what are you currently working on?
Currently, I'm working on internal project focused on defining and aligning quality guidelines for secure software development. This involves identifying best practices, ensuring compliance with industry standards, and creating a structured approach to integrate security throughout the whole development process.
And while doing this, you also got yourself to TechFest. Can you tell me something about like what brought you to TechFest?
Yes, I came to TechFest because I'm always looking for new insights, innovative solutions in my field. And this year I specialized in the use of AI, particularly in working with the backend of AI applications.
And what did you learn?
A key takeaway for me was understanding how to use and define prompts in a way that not many people are familiar with. This deeper level of interaction with the AI opens up new possibilities for automation and efficiency.
I'm so going to call you afterwards because I can use some advice on this.
All right.
That sounds great.
Yes, yeah, the backend of AI applications are really interesting. You can tweak everything you want. For example, creativity in risk management, you don't need a lot of creativity because you need to measure the risk. You have qualitative risk management and you have quantitative risk management. So if you only do one or you set your creativity to 100, then it imagines very strange risks. But if you can tweak the AI with creativity levels or other parameters you can adjust, then you can really make cool AI products. And there I have an example of it.
That sounds great. Is this also what does appeal to you in tech?
Yes, I really love tech because I like new things. Every 2 years, I learn new things and apply it to my business. And I think it's very important to new learn things, not only to exercise the mind, because we all need some exercise in our minds. We need new challenges and we need to, challenge ourselves to, innovate and grow our businesses by innovation. And I do that with managing risks.
Yeah. Well, you work in tech. How is the male-female ratio in the environment you're working?
It's great because actually every male is also a feminine one. So we have very different genders and very different characters. It doesn't matter what's in the pants. I'm sorry that I say it so bold, but gender is not a really specific topic here because everybody is equal. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or if you are a man. In the Hague Tech, we are all different and we all have our own skills and we want to share our knowledge. And really, the female man ratio, how did you call it?
The male-female ratio.
The male female ratio is not something that that affects my business. Actually, I have two men, my boss and his partner, that I'm working for, and they're very technical, but also work with a lot of women in their teams. So they work at mostly the governmental organizations, and I support them in bringing nice technical products that they can deliver to the governmental organizations. And I think everybody understands each other because of the diversity we have. And I think that's very important. But I promote every gender and every whatever he believes he or she or is to come to the Hague Tech, because we are very open. If you want to change the toilet science, it will happen in one day. Everybody wants to work with you. Everybody wants to, do it.
And what do you think the tech world will look in 10 years?
I think it will be very different, because now we aim mostly at IT systems, and I think we should aim also at robotics, but robotics in humans. So I think in 10 years, the human factor will become very important, because tech is growing very fast. And how do we cope with the human factor? And that's actually a key takeaway. I always pitch everywhere that the human factor needs to be combined with robotics, or it needs to be combined with AI. The human factor is actually the most important thing we do not want to lose over time. So in 10 years, I think we all have artificial intelligence in our heads. We all have different systems we work with, but we are the systems because it's incorporated as humans can do.
Yes, and not losing the you being a human. Yeah, what do you do in addition to your work in tech? Do you have hobbies, interests?
Yes, I play violin in an orchestra, and I play squash. So squash is a tactical game. It's really important for me to be challenged, because I am working in risk management. And if you don't see every side of a story, or if you don't want to challenge yourself by different talents, then your mind gets less flexible. And what you want is you become more flexible, and that's by challenging me through squash, through orchestra. In an orchestra, it's really important you listen to each other. So it's not only playing, it's really listening. So we have a dirigent, we have a conductor that is specialized in listening to each other and communicating with each other. So the different groups of instruments, talk with each other by listening. So when one group begins to play violin, then the second group listens and they also start to play. And then the lower violins play alt violins, and then the cellos play. So it's a really very instrumental source for me to have a different look on cooperation between companies as well. Because here I work on the second floor, and you need to cooperate together, you need to communicate together. And I think that if you do that in a musical way,
Yeah.
if you do that in a musical way, then it's a different kind of listening, and we need that here also at the Hague Tech.
Yeah, beautiful. What else do people know you from?
I volunteered for the Hersenstichting in the Netherlands, and I did it with a walking team. So everybody was challenged to start your own walking team, and I had a team of 300 participants from the IT industry, because I all knew them from Twitter, formerly known as Twitter X, but then it was Twitter. And we organized walks together digitally. So everybody was at home, and especially people working in IT, and they felt like they were boxed at home. So they wanted to go out, and they wanted to see other things than only the pandemic. So I tried to open their minds and to share stories about flowers, about the animals they are outside, like the sheep and the cows, and well, all animals you have in the Netherlands. And we shared, and it was very, it was liberating to have different subjects on the internet and Twitter, and to make it a theme. And we made it a big theme.
But it's so good. It's so good to just go out, walk around.
Yeah,
And especially when other people challenge you to do it, it's a lot easier to get started. And the
exactly.
moment you do this, it's it's great to
Exactly.
explore and very good for mental health.
Yes.
So I'll hope they kept it up and they're still walking around
Yes,
and
we are.
enjoying.
Yes. Up till today, we are still walking ommetjes because that's the Dutch word for roundabout. And if you walk an ommetje for 20 minutes, it opens your brain to work again and to feel more healthy. So if you do it once a day, that's very healthy.
Once a day it takes the doctor away, hopefully.
No, I wouldn't say that. Please always go to doctors when you need it.
Yeah, but it's good to walk. Yes, love it, love
Yes.
it. Yeah, we're at the Hague Tech. But where do you think the best places to network are?
Well, the last 6 years I networked at the Hague Tech, and all the subjects they address, they're very relevant. Uh, in a sense that we have various backgrounds. We have a strong network of professionals here, and we are all about collaboration and knowledge sharing. So everybody works here on innovative projects, and going to the Hague Tech, you gain access to valuable knowledge and events.
That's great. Is that also why you are located at the Hague Tech with your work?
Yes, I choose an office here that is close by to the ping pong table and to the football table and to the pool table because everybody here is playing at the second floor. So I encounter people when they're in the mood to play. So really getting to know people is being at the Hague Tech. So every day when I go to the office, I see people play and I see people exchange ideas because at the end of the day, people play ping pong, and they don't only ping pong, they do it in a very different way. Everybody ping pongs in a different way. Because I saw two entrepreneurs playing ping pong, and they got the ceiling with it, and they got the floor with it, and they played with the back wall of I don't know how to pronounce the name.
Office. Yeah, and they went creative. Very
Yeah,
creative.
they are very creative and also sharing what they experienced that day and how they want to improve their business. So during playing the games, they are improving their business by communication and playing games. And I think the Hague Tech is all about playing games. Um, Yesterday, I saw a community manager pitching a new game. It's a riddle we can all solve, and it's really challenging. And then you notice we are in a tech hub. So we really need to focus on riddles and games because it enhances our creativity.
I love it. I love it. Well, what's your career advice for people who listening to this interview? They are, they're looking for ways to get in tech. What would your career advice for them be?
Talk to people, listen to people, especially listen to people who are your example. And don't be afraid to share your ideas because an idea is actually nothing to be afraid of. You don't have to be afraid that somebody steals your ideas because an idea is unique, but the technology you use for it, that's the skill. And those skills you only get from working a lot and by experience, and you get that experience here. You get that experience here.
How can people connect with you if they have questions about the ommetje? They like to see you play violin. If they want to know more about the work you're doing and your love for AI, how can people connect with you?
I prefer to have a business relationship with people. So if you want to connect with me personally, we probably will meet at the same uh,
Events, I guess.
events we both like, so as playing music or playing squash. But I prefer to have a business relation. So if you want to meet with me, please come to the Hague Tech and come to the events, because at the events we will share knowledge and I will really help you to get the job done and get you inspired. And I hope to be inspired by you. I assume I will be inspired by you.
Good. So come to the Hague Tech, come to the events, meet this professional AI professional, and connect later on the social media channels that also are available. Thank you so much for sharing your tech journey. And thank you, of course, sharing your first podcast here at the Dutch Tech on Heels podcast. I'm really happy to
Yes.
to have you here. If you enjoyed today's episode, hit subscribe and leave a review. Let us know what you thought at our social media channels like LinkedIn, Instagram, and X. Who are the leaders in tech you'd like us to feature next? Send us a message, and your suggestions guide our future conversations. Stay inspired, stay connected, and until next time, this is Dutch Tech on Heels signing off.